This is All India Radio. In the program Spotlight, now we bring you a discussion on Karbi Anglong Peace Accord. The participants are Partha Pratim Hazarika, Senior Journalist, and Manas Pratim Sharma, AIR Correspondent.
Partha Pratim Hazarika, how do you see, how does the Karbi Anglong agreement would help in bringing peace in Karbi Anglong district specifically?
See, Manas, first thing is that for a very long time, Karbi Anglong has been hotbed of insurgency in Assam. Very long time. Not only Karbi Anglong, also its neighboring district, that is Dima Hasao. Both the districts have seen very long time of insurgency, which has affected overall development in not only in both the districts but also entire Assam. So in that sense, everybody is expecting that this peace accord will continue to bring the development that is long pending in Karbi Anglong. In Karbi Anglong, because it's a hill district, it is one thing, and secondly, it's a tribal district. Tribal communities dominate the population. In that sense, because we generally perceive tribals as they are suffering from underdevelopment on many aspects, if you see in that way, then this peace accords bringing all the insurgent groups to the mainstream. So that means peace will prevail for a long period. And that is the expectation of both the governments and the people also. This is a very crucial moment for Karbi Anglong people and also Assam, that this government led by Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma as its Chief Minister, it has taken the initiative and it has been successful in bringing all these 6 different groups of insurgent outfits to the negotiation table first, then to convince them that to shun violence and lay down the arms. And then all of them went to Delhi, and under the leadership of Union Home Minister Amit Shah, they have signed the peace accord yesterday. So it's a very, crucial and significant moment for entire Assam.
And how does this Karbi Anglong agreement that has been signed yesterday would bring Assam on the path of development? 1,000 crore rupees has been announced during a time period of 5 years. So how would all this financial package would help the state overall or specifically the Karbi Anglong district?
This package is only meant for Karbi Anglong. This is not meant for other parts of Assam.
The development of Karbi Anglong will also help Assam.
There are 2 points. One is that package is for Karbi Anglong specifically, for it has been announced on the occasion of the peace accord signed yesterday. And secondly, they are going to establish or form board or council that will look after people of Karbi people who are staying outside Karbi Anglong to look after their development, their problems. They are going to establish council, Karbi Porishad, that will look after Karbi people who are not living, not staying within the Karbi Anglong district periphery. So in that sense, this 1,000 rupees, this economic package should help in every aspect of development in Karbi Anglong. Every aspect in the sense that they need roads, they need schools, they need hospitals, they need other economic facilities, banks, many things. This 1,000 rupees or any further enhancement of that package will help the people to trade on the path of development. Only economic package will not help. The government should be committed to implement that economic package in true literary spirit. What I mean by true literary spirit is that in Karbi Anglong or in Dima Hasao or in such tribal councils, we frequently hear about corruption, financial irregularities. So I would expect that somebody or some government body will monitor the implementation, that every penny of this 1,000 rupees package will reach the actual needy people. That will be important. The political will has been shown by the political leadership. I will appreciate Himanta Biswa Sarma on this thing because Sarma is leading from the front. Even though I am a critic of Himanta Biswa Sarma, but I will definitely appreciate that this man, after he becoming Chief Minister of Assam, he has taken initiative with the sole aim of developing Assam. So in that sense, everybody should support him, and yesterday's peace accord is one of the very good things that has been done under the leadership of Himanta Biswa Sarma. We must appreciate him, and I think he will keep up the momentum and he will monitor the thing personally so that every issue that has been plaguing Karbi Anglong will be solved within this short span of time of 5 years. If this 1,000 crore economic package is implemented next 5 years, I think spending 1,000 crore in 5 years will be a very big thing. So if that can be done, Karbi Anglong will see much development.
If we talk on other issues, specifically Assam and other northeastern states, we had seen the Bodo Accord. Yesterday we had this Karbi Anglong Accord. Prior to that, accord with NLFT and Brew Agreement. So how do you see the overall the commitment of the Modi government in bringing permanent peace in the Northeast region? Because every time whenever Narendra Modi visits Northeast, he keeps saying Northeast is in priority sector. So do you think they have risen up to the expectation in bringing permanent peace in Northeast?
I believe that the central government is trying. Narendra Modi as a Prime Minister, he has visited on many occasions, at least 36th, 37th time since he took charge of Prime Ministership in 2014. He is the only Prime Minister who has visited Northeast extensively. So in that sense, he has shown his eagerness to do something for the Northeast. As a Prime Minister, we should recognize that, yes. But thing is that there are many other aspects also that central government should look after, especially in the case of Northeast, because Northeast it's a very diverse region. Both sociologically, politically, economically, it's a very diverse region. We have a lot of ethnic groups who have been facing identity crisis and a lot of other issues. So the central government should actually take a holistic plan so that the Northeast will develop, every state will develop concurrently, simultaneously. They cannot focus on one particular state. They are focusing on Northeast. This Karbi Accord, or say spoken about BTR, Boru Accord, when second Boru Accord was signed, then the entire BTR power scenario changed. From earlier BLT or earlier Boru People's Front, they have been removed from power and elections were held, and then this UPPL led by Pramod Boru came to power. Now there is rumors going on that there are new talks between BPF's Hagrama Mohilari and Himanta Biswa Sarma. There has been rumors going on, and there are media reports also. My point is, if that happens, if tomorrow Pramod Boru is removed and then Hagrama Mohilari comes back to power, that will again make the situation in BTR unstable. We are talking about stability for a longer time, so that development and peace will prevail. But point is, if such political happenings occur, then the entire situation will become unstable. So will the political leadership want that? That is also important.
Whenever we talk on the permanent peace in Northeast, one question remains, that is bringing the ULFA independence chief or the entire ULFA independence group led by Paresh Barua. After taking charge as Chief Minister, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma has made a couple of announcements asking him to shun violence and join the peace process. Prime Minister also, Union Home Minister also, whenever they visit Assam, on such occasions they have appealed all the Northeastern group to join the mainstream. How optimistic you are that Paresh Barua would also join the mainstream?
I am a little, apprehensive about it actually. I am not sure whether Paresh Barua will come to the negotiation table so easily. It is, one must appreciate Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma when he first took charge, and in his first media statement, he said that he made an appeal to Paresh Barua to come to the negotiation table, and he has shown his high eagerness, high willingness to talk and solve this problem. I have already written about Himanta Biswa Sarma's that appeal to Paresh Barua. I have appreciated that in my writings also. My point is that it's a very good thing that he has made that appeal. It is also good thing that Paresh Barua reciprocated in a very positive manner when he was Rintu Bordolois, who was kept hostage by Alpha. He was released within 2-3 days after Himanta Biswa Sarma took charge as Chief Minister. Environment has been created. The ambience has been created. The thing is that whether he will actually come or not is a different matter, because my apprehension is that Paresh Barua, he is the leader or military chief of Alpha Independent Group. He is also a businessman. That is very crucial. It is crucial because he has business interest in many countries, and that will be also speculation on my part. And also because he is now staying under the influence of China, in a country or in an area that is influenced by Chinese influence. So I have doubt that will he come to negotiation table defying China's interests, because China is handling him. As far as my knowledge goes, China has been handling him. He was in Myanmar, then he was shifted from Myanmar to a safer place when Myanmar's armies attacked the Alpha camps in Myanmar, India-Myanmar border. So he was shifted by Chinese team to a safer another place. So somebody is saying that he is now in Yunnan province or something like that. But the thing is that because China is handling him, China has interest in entire India, and especially Northeast. They have already, prepared themselves to any, eventuality in the India-China border, Arunachal part. They have developed the infrastructure. They have, made military movements also. They have intruded several times also. So in that sense, if Paresh Barua is indeed being handled by China, then I have doubt that Paresh Barua will come to the negotiation table. But as an Assamese, as a peace-loving person, even me will always expect that Paresh Barua should come, sit in the negotiation table, talk peace, and there will be lasting peace for Assam. That is very crucial.
And after the signing of this Karbi Anglong agreement, we guess Paresh Barua is the only militant leader who is still out of in the ambit of peace talks. Once Paresh Barua will join in the peace talks, so we can literally say that the permanent peace brings in.
You cannot say that permanent peace will come, but you can say that the entire cycle will complete. The entire thing will complete only after Paresh Barua joins the peace talk. That is important. But there are several kinds of apprehensions because the government is talking to an Alpha pro-talk faction for a long time now. We as journalists, we do not know what is the outcome of those talks. That is important because Aurobindo Rajkhwa and his group has been talking with the government for the last 6-7 years. But we don't know what is the outcome. They have said that they have almost finalized the agreement. They have almost finalized the outcomes. But we are still to see what they have actually agreed to. So in that sense, Paresh Barua is crucial for that also. Because without Paresh Barua, the talks with Alpha will not be complete. You have to bring Paresh Barua to solve the Alpha insurgency problem. Without bringing Paresh Barua into talks, you cannot solve Alpha insurgency.
You, in your opening remarks, you have mentioned about Dima Hasao district. There are several small outfit groups that they are indulging in such type of antisocial activities in Dima Hasao. Apart from that, some of the group from our neighboring Nagaland, they have also influence in Karbi Anglong and Dima Hasao. So yesterday we had treaties with the groups from Karbi Anglong. Now, how do you see what next step would be from government or the administration, to also control such splinter groups or the activities in neighboring Dima Hasao district?
First thing is that, Manos, the government should see to it that everyone involved in the insurgency should lay down the arms and everyone should come to the mainstream and everyone should become law-abiding citizens. That is important because you have come to the negotiation table, you have laid down the arms, you have went to Amit Shah and Himanta Biswa Sarma and said that we have surrendered and we have signed the peace treaty. Yesterday's peace treaty, say. But there will be some, individual elements who will again go back to jungles, who will again pick up arms and who will again resort to some smaller, amounts of violence. That will be contradictory to the peace accord. Because, say, yesterday 1,000 people surrendered. Among those, insurgents, there will be at least 200-250 individuals who will not agree to these terms and conditions. They may again go back to the jungles, they may again pick up arms, and they again continue on their path of, violence. That will be, very bad thing for the entire process. In my view, government should do two things. First thing is that everybody should lay down arms and they should become law-abiding citizens. The government has to ensure that. Government cannot show any leniency towards anybody. If that person who has surrendered and who has come to the mainstream, they should never be allowed to continue with carrying arms. That has happened earlier also. In Alpha times, what you call surrendered Alpha times, we have seen many surrendered Alpha activists carrying guns and they almost ran a parallel government. Secondly, entire process of rehabilitation should be concrete and very holistic and very broad. And the government has to see that the rehabilitation is complete.
We also hope that the government under Narendra Modi and government in Assam under Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma should take concrete steps to bring permanent peace in Assam as well as in entire Northeast. Mr. Hazarika, you gave us time. Thank you for your valuable input.
Thank you, Manas. Thank you.
You were listening to a discussion on Karbi Anglong Peace Accord. The participants were Partha Pratim Hazarika, senior journalist, and Manas Pratim Sharma, AIR correspondent. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of All India Radio. You can listen to it on our mobile app, News on AIR. This program is also available on our YouTube channel, News on AIR Official. You may email your opinion about this program at airnsdtalks@gmail.com.